we'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then followed by questions for the players.
You know, it was a heck of a match tonight for the first round, and Wright State played great. We knew they would. They pushed us, randomly. We drew them, and we played them in the preseason, and that was another very tight match then. So we knew they were going to be a well-polished team. I'm proud that we were able to kind of right the ship and finished on a high note and had a lot of players contribute tonight. That's what we, talk about all year. We need everybody on our team to be ready, whether they've played a bunch of points or not throughout the season, and that's what the tournament's about. It's just about surviving and advancing, and sometimes you got to win ugly, and I'm just proud of the way our composure was, and energy and effort was all very positive. So overall, we feel pretty good.
Ask all of you. You had played them early in the season. They had taken a game, so you probably knew they were going to come in feeling confident. When you go down a set, what's the conversation, and how did you guys steady yourselves?
We just talked about just staying confident. That's a good team. We know before the game that they were very, very scrappy, and they were digging up everything, and we just had to keep staying together, keep trusting each other, keep looking in each other's eyes and telling each other that, hey, I have your back. Just swing away. We're going to have your back. We're going to cover. They're going to make great digs, so just keep staying patient. And eventually, everything just came to us.
Yeah, I'd agree with Charity. We just talked a lot about staying present and just leaning on one another. With the caliber of this program, we know that anybody is going to come out and give us all they can any day, and especially in the postseason. So really just relying on one another. And like Danny was saying earlier, we had a lot of people who didn't really play a lot this season just come in and step up. So just, a lot of trust went into it.
I think, too, just keeping our composure, even after losing the first set, being down at the beginning of, I think, the second set, just talking to each other, keeping that communication going, and really keeping that composure and that mental toughness throughout the entire match.
You guys do play a team for the second time this year like that, and there's such a gap in between, obviously, the beginning of the season and now in the first round of the tournament. Do you expect some of the things, obviously, to get better, and what really kind of stood out to you about how much better they might have been at something tonight?
Coming in, they were a team who really had nothing to lose. So they knew that they could just swing away, just swing at our block. We have one of the biggest blocks that they probably played against, coming from their conference, but they had nothing to lose, so they just played off,
And I think it's a privilege to be able to play a team twice because in the preseason and the postseason, they are two completely different things. There's a whole lot that went on in between. But just to see how each program was able to get better and how much we were able to learn from the first time around, I feel like, it's just really cool to be able to go out again and say, hey, this is what we didn't do so well last time. I mean, from the way they played offensively and defensively, much of, the way they ran their team didn't change much, but we definitely saw a way different team out there than we did back during preseason. So, just being able to show how much we've been able to grow as well.
Well, it looked like kind of just a calm, kind of turning a momentum back to you, but was there anything that sparked you or anything that let you know, we got it, we're fine, over the course of just getting it back together and putting them away?
I feel like from the beginning of the game, I feel like this program walks out every single day knowing what we are capable of. And like I said, everybody's going to give us their best run no matter where we are or what we're doing. And we're not always going to play our cleanest game, unfortunately. But, if our starting six isn't able to go out and crisp things up sooner, we have subs that are able to do those kinds of things. So, just the trust within this program is really what gets us through it all.
This is for all four of you there, starting with Coach. You guys have to obviously restart this and do this thing again tomorrow against a really good team that came in and dominated Auburn. So how do you kind of adjust after playing maybe not your best game and go out there and face a team that's coming in hot as well?
I don't know if there's a lot of adjustments we need to make. It's just we got to play better, and and luckily in 7 years here. I guess Anna DeBeer's been here 4 years, and I've never seen her play poorly 2 matches in a row. So that gives me a little bit of confidence going into tomorrow. But, Western Michigan is a very, very good team. We watched them just absolutely dominate Auburn. They have some players that are so unique and like nobody we played this year, so they're going to be a huge challenge. And I think that is somewhat of a good thing going into tomorrow, that it's like we don't have time to focus on ourselves or dwell on our errors or dwell on what we did wrong, because we have to, prep for what they do. And luckily we spent a full day prepping for them. Now it's just like, okay, refreshing what we prepped for. But they're, like you said, very talented. But I do think that's a good thing, because it just we don't have time to dwell on anything that happened tonight that didn't go our way.
Coach always tells us that's really important to, focus on recovery, and we don't play a lot of games back to back. The last time we probably did it was during preseason. So that's something that we're going to really take advantage of, is just doing a lot of recovery to make sure that we are ready to go tomorrow and ready to be 100%, because we know that Wright State came out and gave us their all, and Michigan, they're going to do the same. They're going to do the exact same. So we're going to make sure that we're just recovered and then ready to go, and also start out stronger. That's a goal we've been talking about the whole season, and there's times that we've done it and there's times where we haven't done it. So we're going to make that a huge goal for us tomorrow, and then if we achieve it, then it's going to look really good for us.
Yeah, Coach always likes to say you got to recover, and we also, never play back-to-back, so it is going to be a quick turnaround. Coach Dan always likes to say that we have to have a goldfish memory, so we can't really focus on all the things that we did today, but we did get to scout Western Michigan earlier in the week. We got to watch them play live today, and like I said, we always walk into this gym with confidence, so the execution will follow.
Yeah, like PK said, we were scouting Western Michigan and Auburn at the beginning of the week, obviously not knowing who we're going to play. And coaches were talking about like that quick turnaround and just being ready to play whoever, and remember the scout for tomorrow and be ready to just play right away.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.